A lousy jobs number? Why is the left celebrating? What's up, everybody? Welcome aboard to Bubba's Bottom Line for Sunday, August the 5th. And of course, it's Labor Day tomorrow, so there'll be no markets tomorrow. But the left is celebrating another rotten jobs number, and I wonder why that is. Well, I'll tell you why as soon as we start Bubba's Bottom Line, being brought to you by our friends and partners for physical metals and storage at Strategic Wealth Partners. And of course, they can be reached at swpcayman.com/Bubba-trading. That's Sierra Whiskey Papa, Charlie Alpha Yankee, Michael Alpha November.com/Bubba-trading. And of course, they're celebrating because it brings us another step closer to more stimulus. It brings us another step closer to universal income. And of course, in one of the dumbest things I've ever seen, 100 Democrat House members are voting to reduce the Medicare age to age 60, which we can't afford 67 or 65 now. But now we want to. So in other words, that we are getting closer and closer to socialized medicine. Okay. Now, I don't know about you, but I'm very happy being able to choose my medicine. I'm happy being able to get service when I need it, not waiting to die in a waiting room somewhere because I can't get into the doctor. Okay. So this is just another step closer of ignorance. And of course, what we see with this administration, which again, I will not support any administration over the last 50 years, except for the last one until this one, because at least they knew how to rule and how to keep the other countries at bay. But this is a joke, and we are continuing to see massive spending, which keeps the Fed in play, which keeps the markets going higher. And again, I'm nothing wrong with the markets going higher, but why are they going higher? Well, they're going higher for some negativity that people think they're not going to go higher anymore. So that brings in part of the problem, part of the reason that they continue to run. But basically, because you've got a political Federal Reserve. Okay. Now, just to be fully clear, okay, I did not like it when President Trump wanted the Fed to reduce rates either. Okay. Because I believe that the market should be free and decide on their own what the current or right value is. Okay. But we do have some serious issues in this country. And one is, with the rising cost of taxes, which of course this administration wants to tax small business, and with the rising cost of property taxes in many places, many are in danger of losing their home because they can't afford the taxes. Okay. And the stimulus checks will only go so far. And of course, in many parts, there is no more stimulus. And of course, many of the unemployment benefits ran out this weekend. So let's see if we actually see people go back to work, because of course, the jobs number was another major miss. Okay. And I think it was 254,000 when they wanted 750. Look, that is not because the jobs are not available. That is because the party in power wanted to continue with stimulus to keep people home. They were striving to get universal income, UBI, universal basic income, which is another ridiculous story. But these are the issues and the problems that we have. Okay. And the jobs report is basically meaningless. Too strong of a jobs number might cause a market sell-off. Too weak will continue to keep the Fed at play. Now, I don't think the Fed's going anywhere anytime soon. A, they're too dumb, and B, they're too political. So, and I guess there's a C, if they raise rates, if they taper, our rates that we have to pay go higher, and we're in so much debt that it's amazing. And of course, the new villain in the Senate and in politics is Joe Manchin. Senator Manchin is held back, and he has really done his job at putting together and not voting just blanketly because he's a Democrat. Okay, and now they're blaming him for the problems with the infrastructure program. And again, as I've said before, look at the bill and see how much is actually for infrastructure. I mean, that is one of the biggest crocs of crap. There was so much other money in there that had nothing to do with infrastructure. We don't need $3.5 trillion infrastructure package, nor do we need to have to beg Saudi Arabia to have more oil when we could simply take care of it ourselves. But again, these are issues that will be battlegrounds forever. Okay, but I think that when you look at it, I think Manchin has done yeoman's work. I think that it's important that there are people that just don't blanketly vote by party, but look at the structure and the structure of the new bill and the structure of Biden's budget is laughable. And again, unaffordable. Now, is there going to be a time? When are we going to stop passing the buck? At some point, one generation has to take care of the next one instead of continuing to put them into deeper hock. Okay. And, as we look around, and I think you're going to see a solid change in the political landscape. Now, again, on both parties, those that are not any good, like Mitt Romney, okay, who is ridiculous, okay, is going to most likely get voted out of Utah because, listen, he's not doing a good job. Okay, he's just got a big mouth. He doesn't do a very good job. But I do think, the elections that are coming up in a year, you might see some sweeping changes here because I think when you look at the bigger picture, the party in power has not done a very good job. The Afghanistan ordeal, okay, and of course, they continue to try to mask the problems with other things, okay, that are happening, and none of them are good. And so I ask you, okay, has President Biden done a good job? And I think you'll find that if you voted for him, he is doing the exact opposite of what you voted for. He promised to be operating in a strong hand. He's about as weak as you can possibly get. He promised organization and no chaos. Have we seen more? Now, we won't hear about this because it's not President Trump. But have we seen more chaos within the government? Okay. Have we seen more turmoil and trouble? I mean, this is where you find problems in a system that is broken down. Okay. And, you think that you're solving the problem when you're really digging a much deeper hole. And I think this is a problem overall, because at the end of the day, we've got a lot of stuff to deal with. And in the meantime, you've got all the power shifting, okay, to the countries that we want to have power the least. And this is, again, is it a problem today? No, not today. But it is something that is building for the future. If you remember, China has a 100-year plan. They're not worried about today. They are trying to become the top world power, okay? And, and of course, we have given them plenty of cash and money as the money flows into China because everybody's afraid of giving up, of talking to China and saying, hey, we can't do that because they want the money. So you have to decide, do you want to defend your country or do you want the money? Okay, that is the decision that the NBA had. Okay, either to defend our country or to get the money. Those guys, of course, went for the money. All right, and which is, again, it is almost laughable when you talk about human rights and all of the the movements going on in this country right now, when the biggest offender of human rights is nobody talks bad about, because the movie industry makes a lot of money, the sports industry makes a lot of money, and of course the NFL blows it again as well. Now, I don't know as deeply as probably as I should about this Deshaun Watson deal and the accusers of sexual assault. But I'll say this to you, that it should have been handled already. I mean, this is going on 6-7 months, okay? And the NFL season is going to kick off next Sunday. Why is this not been taken care of and dealt with? Okay. Is he going to play this year? Is he not going to play this year? Did he do it? Did he not do it? And that is, again, showing you how imbecilic the NFL is and how archaic they are, as they always try to, first of all, the NFL union for players is the worst union in all of sports, which is a sad thing because, of course, football is the most dangerous. They've got the worst union. They don't have guaranteed contracts. But you've got an imbecile running the league, the commissioner, who can't make a decision. He blew the Ray Rice deal. He then overextended to the running back. I can't think of his name right now, but from Oklahoma. Okay, and then the Minnesota Vikings. But at the end of the day, stand up and be counted. Okay, quit being a quitter and hiding. You cannot hide from the facts. Okay, so and I think there's you're now seeing a lot of things happening throughout, including the financial geniuses are talking about once again the Bitcoin bubble. Okay. Now, normally I would talk about this in our market segment, but I think it bears talking about here as well. And that is very simple, that I don't think it's a bubble. Now, again, prices can fluctuate. I think that you're going to find that cryptocurrencies are real. I think you're going to find that they're going to be around for a long period of time. Listen, I don't know that we'll be at these levels, and there certainly won't be 12,000 coins or whatever ridiculous number there are now. There are certainly a lot of scams with inside there. However, the cryptocurrency market is the currency of the libertarian. It is recognized in some smaller countries as their national currency. And I think when you look at the choice and the chance for free markets, okay, remember, these are free markets. These are not federally central bank induced movement, right? Most libertarians hate the fact that the central bank has the power, whether it be the Federal Reserve here or the Central Bank of Europe, that they have the power to destruct currency. Because as they won't admit to the inflation factor, okay, which is a problem, okay, and they want to continue to pump in the money supply, another problem, instead of letting nature and the market take its course. So I don't think it's a bubble. Could it fall apart? Sure. Okay. I would not put real dramatic risk capital, but I would play, and I do. Okay. And I am in, and I am an owner of some Bitcoin and some of the others. Okay. Certainly not enough to change my life at the moment, but hopefully it'll go up high enough. It will change my life. But at the end of the day, like I said, I would certainly think it's a viable asset class, and many funds are now involved and have the cryptocurrency funds, which is telling you that they are starting to believe it. Jamie Dimon, who called it nothing, believes it. I assure you, Warren Buffett and Charlie Munger, who called it rat poison on steroids, have some holdings in some of these Bitcoin companies. So we can talk bad about all we want, but the real person or the real group talking bad about it is central banks, because it does the most amount of damage to them. This is Bubba's Bottom Line. Todd Bubba Horowitz with you. And of course, we're going to step out of a break, and we'll come back with our market report right after the break. And it is Labor Day weekend. And of course, as I always urge you to remember, is our brokerage partners. Okay. Now, I have many brokers. Okay. I've obviously a number of futures accounts and a number of equity accounts. But my preferences come to two very simple places. Okay. And why? Because again, I need customer service for me and my members. Okay. I need good execution. Okay. And I need dependability. Well, so CTG, Capital Trading Group, look, they match every specific that I want. Okay, they've got the best customer service in the commodities industry. They're the only ones I can approve for letter direction trading because they're honest. They execute the orders at the same time in bulk so that everybody gets the same fill. Okay, and listen, they've got great products on their own. They've got some great managed futures products that they have, and of course, they trade all my products. Okay, for me, they trade my accounts. So certainly, I've got a lot of belief in them. If you want to check them out, feel free to do so. Capitaltrading.com info.capitaltrading.com/Bubba. That's info.capitaltradinggroup.com/Bubba. And for equities and options, trader, how can you pass on $10 a month? Okay. Again, it saves me 5 figures a month in commission. You're paying something. Okay. With trader, you pay $10. But if that's not enough to say, hey, maybe I should look at trader, if you use our portfolio models, our equity portfolio models, you are a member of our software. You get the updates, but you have the opportunity to have those automatically executed for you if you want. There is no charge for it. You already get the updates. Okay. You already get the software. So that's already included. So you're not paying more for it. You're getting something to take care of it on the right schedule based on our parameters. It's up to you. If it's trader brokers, they're great and they do a great job. And of course, our hedging software, which is an extra cost, not like the equity box members, because huge hedging is a separate product and it's not a membership as a class. Check them out, Trade Your Brokerage. And, our great partners at Family Farms. Listen, I know how tough farming is. I'm kind of from the industry. I kind of grew up in it a little bit, but I've also watched farmers get, cheated and screwed. And, Family Farms does a great job at taking care of the work that farmers want to do. The HR, all the stuff that, they'd rather be out farming because that's where their money's at. Okay. But check out Family Farms Group. It's familyfarmsgroup.com/Bubba-trading. Again, that's familyfarmsgroup.com/Bubba-trading. And of course, our commodity report written by Andy Hecht. What can I tell you? Listen, it's the finest literary work of commodities in the industry in the world. And if you're trading commodities and not reading this report, shame on you. It is by far the most comprehensive from an experienced veteran who's not trying to say anything. Okay. So check it out. You can go to BUBBATrading.com. It's called Technomental. And of course, our high school program, if you want to help us out at Patreon, patreon.com/Bubba Trading. That's patreon.com/Bubba Trading. Excuse me. In the meantime, let's get back to Bubba's Bottom Line with me, Todd Bubba Horowitz. Welcome back. It's Bubba's Bottom Line, and it is Sunday, the day before Labor Day. Okay, and of course, it is the 5th of September, day off tomorrow. But of course, the markets will be open electronically. Just be aware, okay, that they are open electronically till about 1 o'clock Eastern, or I forget what it is tomorrow, but whatever it is. Okay, they will open tonight. The grains won't, but all the financials will open tonight at normal time, 6 o'clock Eastern. In the meantime, this update is brought to you by our friends at the Family Farms Group. Okay, and again, this is for farmers who, again, don't want to deal with the crud work, we'll call it. Okay, but certainly you can check them out. It's familyfarmsgroup.com/Bubba-trading. That's familyfarmsgroup.com/Bubba-trading. And so we got new highs in the S&P, new highs in the NASDAQ, close in the Dow, which made new highs last week. And the Russell is now broken out, and we are long across the board, all the major indices. And of course, I think what you're going to see is the markets are going to propel higher as long as there's negativity out there, as long as there's those predicting that the tops are in, or the tops are near, or the jobs number was bad. It doesn't matter. Remember, it doesn't matter. The price action dictates the market. The cheap money will keep money going in because, again, they give you no other alternative. Okay, Tina. So keep that in mind. In the meantime, gold and silver and platinum, we're kind of in an interesting position here. We're long gold, short silver. We don't trade platinum because it's not liquid enough. But gold had a nice update, as did silver. So we'll see how this plays out, but we're certainly not reversing silver before Tuesday. Okay, so we won't be reversing at least till Wednesday if and when we reverse. And it still looks pretty pathetic. Okay, but we are long gold, and platinum, is on the cusp. Okay, but I don't watch it as closely because I only buy physical. And again, remember, no matter what our position is on the board, as we'll call it, I'm always a buyer of physical. Okay, crude, it got up to that $70 level, which was what we were concerned about and watching, and it failed. We are still short crude, and I don't foresee that changing anytime soon. But again, if it does start to close above 70, that may indeed cause the reversal. And of course, with this ridiculous energy policy that we have and the imbeciles that are running it, I mean, what did you expect? Look at natural gas. Natural gas is $4.70. Okay, it hasn't been this high at this time of year in 15 years. Okay, think about that for a minute. But of course, it's got everything to do with the crappy, ridiculous, dumb energy policy that we're running. Copper was a little bit higher for the week, but we're still short copper. And again, I would suspect that we'll be there. And again, that can change in any day, but right now it's not changing. Okay, dollars, U.S. dollar, we're going to reverse. Some will do it tonight. Some won't do it until Tuesday. That's up to you. We are not going to be short dollars, okay? As some of the other currencies have reversed. And again, it's a very challenging market to trade. The amount of manipulation that goes on there, and I don't mean, like the manipulation that maybe you talk about in the metals market. I mean, the central banks continuing to devalue currency because they think that it's better for exporting. Again, I don't get that part, but listen, what can I tell you? What do I know? Okay. In the meantime, you've got, the natural gas, which I mentioned, which was obviously still long. Bitcoin had a nice week. It's over 50,000 again. And of course, the bubble talk is out. Look, again, if it's a bubble, it's a bubble. I don't think so. I think it's real. I think it's a terrific product. And I think that those who believe in free markets are big, big fans of the cryptocurrency. Okay, so we look for that to go higher, and Ethereum and some of the others, but the one that we trade, we're long the crypto Bitcoin, the micro we trade. In the meantime, the bonds and notes, we're still split on bonds, notes. Bonds, we are short. I apologize. No. Rephrase. Bonds, we are long. They had a down week. Notes, we are short. Okay, and they had a down week. Okay, now again, we'll see. That's all based on what the interest rate market is going to do. Okay, and in the grain markets, we're still short corn, we're still short beans, and we're still long wheat. And of course, beans, had a down week. Corn had a down week, and wheat, was about flat for the week. And the meats, we're going to be reversing it, not till Tuesday now, because they don't open at night. The Country Club of Cattle does not open. We will be reversing to the short side in cattle on Tuesday. Feeder cattle, we are still long. And hogs, we are still short. Okay, so those won't change, but the live, or what they call fat cattle, will change. And we remain long all the softs, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar and OJ. Okay, we remain long the group, and we'll see. Again, look, it's been a good run. We're not going to fight it. We don't fight the market. We trade what the market gives us. In the meantime, we will step out here for a break, and we'll be back with Bubba's Bottom Line and my commentary after the break. This is Bubba's Bottom Line, Sunday, the day before Labor Day, September the 5th. Well, everybody, as I talk about our brokerage partners, and, look, I'm only looking out for my members when I talk about brokerage partners. And I have many brokerage accounts, but the two that I have found that are best for me and for my members are, for commodities and futures, it's the CTG Group, Capital Trading Group. Okay. And why? Very simple. Okay. They've got great customer service. They're the only ones I could approve for letter of direction trading. They've got wonderful managed futures products themselves. They trade all my accounts. Okay, and they're here to help you. So if you want to reach out to them, feel free to do so. info.capitaltradinggroup.com/Bubba. That's info.capitaltradinggroup.com/Bubba. And for equities and options, there's nothing like Trader at $10 a month. I mean, I don't know what the markets say. I mean, it saves you a fortune. It's like putting money in your pocket. It's like getting a raise. Okay. We've got their APIs, which allows us, if you want to automate at no cost for the equity portfolios. The hedging is a separate fee, but that's a course. But again, you get the option if you want to. You don't have to. You don't have to go to Trader. You can still get the signals, trade them anywhere you want. Okay. But that's Trader Your Brokerage. And our commodity report, written by Andy Hecht, there's nothing like it. Okay. I mean, he's been in the business for 40 years, as long as I have. Okay. He's traded from the retail side. He's done physicals and the board. I mean, what more could you ask for? Plus, he combines our algorithms with them. So it's called Technomental. You can get it at BUBBATrading.com. And, of course, our high school program at Patreon, patreon.com/Bubba Trading. That's patreon.com/Bubba Trading. Now let's get back to Bubba's Bottom Line with me, Todd Bubba Horwitz, and my commentary. Welcome back. It is Bubba's Bottom Line. It is Todd Bubba Horwitz. It is Sunday, August the 5th, and it's Labor Day tomorrow, so we got a holiday, a day off, okay, a day of rest on Labor Day. In the meantime, as every week I always comment on something, whatever is troubling me, and, it's amazing. The first headline I looked at this week was Hunter Biden's daughter is staying at a $1,000 a night hotel. Okay. Now I had to ask myself, where did all that money come from? Okay. How is she paying for it now with him supposedly in trouble financially? Okay. And I have to go back to the president. Okay. And his ability to cover up all these things and how Hunter Biden just skated by on all these charges that if it was President Trump in the office, we'd still be talking about it. There would still be trials going on if it was anybody in his family. So I'm wondering, how does Biden's granddaughter spend $1,000 a night on a hotel room? Where does the money come from? And you can bet your ass it comes from us. Okay. Now, maybe not this time through, but since he's a career politician, that between him and Jill have only earned $6 million and are worth over $100 million, it's got to come from somewhere. So if you don't think, and again, you can name some Republicans too, but this is the one I have the example of today. But this is the problem in the political system, okay? Because they want $3.5 trillion for a bill. Most of that money is going to go elsewhere than for the bill that is named, because, as they call it, the sausage factory, the sausage making. In the meantime, this is Bubba's Bottom Line. Todd Bubba Horwitz. Have a great Sunday. Have a great Monday. Have a great day off. Enjoy the Labor Day holiday, and make sure you say a prayer for the people still stuck in Afghanistan and for our military. And in the meantime, to all of you, enjoy. And as always, I thank you for listening. This is Bubba's Bottom Line. We'll see you on Tuesday with Bubba's Daily Update, and of course next Sunday with another Bottom Line. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you later.